Howdy, Coachella. So I've had a week. Um, so I'm just gonna go and complain about my sad, poor little life because I'm grumpy and tired. So a lot of changes happened this week. Made the purchase to start my small business. By the way, I'm starting to make cover minders. I have sushi ones right here. There's another little salmon one. I don't like sushi, but I'm testing them to see how they work, and I like them so far. I'm also doing very minimalistic cover minders, so I'll show those later. But yeah, so this week, many of you know that I live with my parents. Um, and well, half the time, and then half the time I live with my husband's parents because California is expensive, buddies. It is what it is. And so I've been like my parents and I have been living at our current house for the past 4 years, and we like it here. It's nice. We're already living here, you know. It'd be nice to live here. Hi, Basset Hound. Okay. Hi, Basset Hound Blues. Um, so our landlord, out of the blue, was like, you know what? We're not renewing your lease. You got to get out by October. So, well, the end of October. So now, instead of me and my husband being able to take our time to find a house that like fits us and our needs well, we have to rush and rip. We have to rush and try and find a place that's suitable for us in California in the summer to live. And, you know, that's not a fun time. Not a fun time at all. Um, and then, you know, I have to help my, like, parents and my siblings find a house because they're all really busy. I'm the only one who's unemployed currently. And I'm still waiting for a call back from the school district that I'm trying to work for because I want a sub, which, you know, it says they're really hurting for subs right now in California. So I'm hoping I get called pretty quick. I am new, so you know, system they're waiting for me to get in the system because otherwise, you know, what are you gonna do? Can you guys hear me? Okay? Can somebody just like comment like yes, so I know that y'all can hear me because I'm not really not sure. Why do I not have my diamond painting pen? Why do I do this? Is that my husband? That's my husband. Oh no. Okay. My husband just asked me if I'm busy, so now I'm like, so if I suddenly leave, just a heads up, has to do with my husband. So yeah, I'm working on a old whip, which is Portals of the Past from Dreamer Designs. I was doing this for the spring drill along that Dreamer Designs was hosting, and I stopped doing it because I was sick of working on one canvas for a month. So I put it away for quite a long time. Also, I'm so sick of purple. I'm dumb. I know I don't like purple, and I was like, "Hi, Kitty Crizets, Diamond Days." Oh, do you have a channel? I'll go check it out. If you guys have a channel, let me know because I want to support people in my community. Hi, Mackenzie. So I don't remember what I was talking about, but yeah. So me and my husband have to find a place pretty quick, which is lame because, you know, it'd be nice to like take our time and find something that fits our needs, but tis what it is. tain't what it ain't. And I was talking about this canvas. Okay, it's nothing like super serious. We're gonna be okay. Um, but I'm working on Portals of the Past from Dreamer Designs. I like this canvas and I like the quality of the drills. The only thing is, I feel like the canvas is printed very dark for how much light drills they have. I am excited though because I just bought. Shh, don't tell nobody. Um, my family does not watch my channel, even though they are aware of it. They don't watch it. So, Eric, keep your mouth shut. My brother-in-law likes to be telling my sister uh, how much I spend on diamond paintings, or that I'm spending on diamond paintings. So mind your business, Eric, if you watch this. Um, but I bought 3 customs from Dreamer Designs because they just started doing customs, and I wanted to see the quality. So I had originally bought something from Mary's Diamonds, but I think it got lost in transit or something because it's been longer than generally they take. So I was like, you know what? I'll just get it from Dreamer Designs and see how their customs are, because I wanted to get different sizes to see like what works well. And so I got one that is the reason I'm waiting for the video to like how to slide into your in artist DMs to see if you can get a solo license is because I'm waiting for that canvas to show up. Because I already talked to the artist and asked if I could like show the receipts to show you guys exactly how I approached it and everything. So now I have to wait for that to come from Dreamer Designs, but they said it should only take a month, so fingers crossed. That's true. It hasn't even been a week since I ordered it, so, and I'm pretty sure they do touch-ups and stuff, which, like, I'm nervous. I know I'm weird, but I like computer rendering. I prefer it because it ends up looking closer to the artist's intentions, and they're meant to be seen far away. So I don't understand when people like add extra lines and like make it like super precise, and I'm just like, that takes away, it makes it look all pixelated, which you guys are trying to avoid, but then it makes it worse. So I don't understand. I look like a little gremlin. I'm like hunching. And ignore my filthy room, okay? I'm stressed. I have to move. It's like, why clean when I'm gonna move? No, okay. Mackenzie's talking about, so if you go over to my Instagram, okay, I'm half Mexican. Obviously, I don't look it. I'm very pasty. My husband is Mexican, and he has a very deep skin complexion, and he has more ethnic features. Now, I absolutely. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna adjust this so you guys can see my face a little more. Oh no, I don't want you to see my messy room. Oh god, making things worse. Why did I do this? Why I do this? We're just. I'll just hunch over. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna exist. Um, I saw a cool pen where you roll over diamonds and roll over the painting. I don't. I don't understand that, Basset Hound. Can you elaborate? But back to what Mackenzie was talking about. So on my Instagram, I posted a edit I did of an old master's painting. I edited it on Photoshop so that the male figure in it had my husband's complexion and his nose shape, because my husband's beautiful and I want something that kind of represents us, but not, because obviously I am not an old French painting, and neither is my husband. But I just like messing with things, and I really like messing with things in Photoshop. Behind the scenes, my mom asked me to Photoshop an image of myself to make my skin darker to see how it would look to be her skin color. But that will not see the light of day because it does not look appropriate, and we realize that. So that is for my mother's eyes only. But I look like my mother, so. But anyways, I wasn't sure if I was being like sensitive to people with deeper complexions and stuff. So I wanted to like ask a community where people could like input what they thought, because obviously like I have only experienced life as a pale, pasty girl. I don't know what it's like to have deeper skin tones, but I do think deeper skin tones are beautiful and everything, because that's a majority of my family and my husband and his family. Like, you know, it is what it is. But we, well, I wanted, like I said, something to represent me and my husband. Obviously, they don't look like us because whatever. So I altered the woman in it to have a larger waist and bottom, and you know, emulate me in some ways. And then I changed the man's in the image's skin tone to match my deeper skin tone husband. Uh, and he likes it. He thinks it's cool. And he said that I should get it regardless of what people say. But I was like, I just want to ask people's opinions. So that's what Mackenzie's talking about. And I have not ordered the custom yet. I do want to try a custom from Catter Designs because they have a resin drills. And honestly, I'm looking for companies that have really good resin drill customs, because your girl's getting obsessed with customs. I totally blame Diamonds and Washi and Tiny Worlds of Wonder because they got me addicted, and now I can't stop buying customs. And I also like the idea that, for the most part, I'm the only person with that painting, if that makes sense. And if I Photoshop, you know, it to be a brand new interpretation, and then I turn it into a diamond painting, then that's even partially me in that painting. So if you want to see the differences I made in Photoshop to the image, go ahead and check that out. Somebody said they weren't happy about it because they said that it was rude to the artist who died 200 years ago, which I'm like, well, I understand what you're saying, but that was not the point. I was more trying to be sensitive to people with deeper skin tones. But I mean, she was very she left a lot of comments, so you know, that's cool. I did not get the custom yet. I do want to. I'm just iffy on pulling the trigger, just because, like I said, I found out I have to move by October, and I don't know if I should be buying things when me and my husband have to focus on that. Okay, it was a circle, and the edge would pick up diamonds. You would roll it in a straight line. It was weird. I don't. Are you talking about the? It's like the end of a diamond painting, and it's like a wheel, and then you go. Is that what you're talking about, Basset Hound? It's like, it's just like a big wheel. I'm pretty positive Rachel Ray has a video using one of those. I have not used those, and I probably won't, because I'm clumsy as hell, and I'm going to make a mess of myself when I already spill things too many. By the way, also, if you want to follow my Instagram and see every time I spill my diamonds, which is a lot, go ahead and follow my Instagram, because I post my stories on, oh my God, it happened again. Hey girl, when did you get married? I got married October 21st of last year. Originally, I was supposed to get married January 30th of this year, but the panini was raging, and me and my husband have a lot of older people in our family, and we wanted to have a big wedding. So we decided to just get married by the court, and we're going to have a big wedding, bachelorette, bachelor, all that stuff later, because we've been together for 10 years. Like, what's a couple more years? That's where I saw it. Yes, check out Diamonds and Washi, or Diamonds and Washi. Rachel Ray. I don't know why. In my mind, sometimes like they mix the two. I don't know why. But check out Rachel Ray's video on that. I just got glue dots because of your video, and I love. They are amazing. Oh, look at, we got Tuga Mackenzie's in the house. Hey, glue dots are all I use. The only time I don't is speaking of next topic, so I just filmed a post review for Yumi from DIY Moonshop, which I'm so anxious to post because I don't want to seem like a dick. Because I mean, I want to share my honest opinion and feedback, but also apparently my last video hurt the owner's feelings, which I totally understand, but if you have a shop where you're charging that much, I feel like you need to be able to withstand some constructive criticism. But I'm anxious about that. I don't know when I'll post it, like, because I don't want to be mean. Like, I know I am going to post it because I feel like it's important to stand behind your word. The pop is amazing. Oh, yes, yes. Hold on, my husband's message. Okay. Okay. I just had to sort some things out with my husband about our dogs. Yes, I really like these metal multi-placers. If I remember, I will link them again in the description. This one is the cat eared brand, and this one is another one. You can check out my glue dots video. That also has the link to these if you want to not wait until this whole thing renders. Yes, husband. Hello. I was talking about DIY Moonshop. Okay, so I had finished Yumi, and I filmed a post review, and I feel bad because I don't want to seem like I'm ragging on the company and like overly saying it, but like if I'm posting a post review, I gotta review it, right? So I don't know. I'm kind of like, ugh, because I don't want to hurt their feelings when I already did, but I gotta do it. God damn. But the whole thing started. The only thing I can't use glue dots on are at least the old version of DIY Moonshop's drills, because they're like dry, like or they're like matte. I don't know, but they would stick way too much to the pen, so I had to place with tweezers, and they were falling off the canvas because the canvas wasn't sticky enough, and it was just not fun. Basset Hound. It is my my second most recent upload, and it's labeled. It's labeled "Guide to Using Glue Dots on Your Single and Multi-Placer for Diamond Painting." So, hope that helps. Please glue. Are glue dots good for crystals? I don't know. Hold on, I'll try it. Ignore my messy room. Okay, I have some crystal drills here from Shimmering Canvases. Something fell, and I don't know what it was. No, I don't care if I already said it. This is Portals to the Past from Dreamer Designs. Where should I put this one random crystal drill? Okay. Let's put it right here. There will just be a random twinkle. Hold on. Oh, I picked the worst one. Of course, I grabbed a crystal drill that was concave on the back, so it wasn't going to stick. Okay. Glue dots might be a little too sticky, but let me try tapping it because I haven't tapped it yet. Which you will see about tapping your glue dot if you watch my video on blue dots. Okay, yeah. Blue dots work good for crystal drills. They work for ABs, but I still prefer placing ABs with tweezers. It's just a. I don't remember if I said it. So this is Portals of the Past from Dreamer Designs. I worked on this earlier this year, and then I got sick of all the purple, so I stopped working on it for a good while. Also, it's like my old system of whipping. So basically, I have like a long strip that I'm just searching for the whole thing, and it's kind of exhausting. So I'm glad I stopped doing that, but that's what it is right now. The pen scrapes against the AB coating, and it's the worst, like nails on a chalkboard. Yes, I agree. I don't prefer ABs. That's why I like don't mind when kits come with 0 ABs. Also, I prefer kind of more like I've really been obsessed with old masters. I'm getting more because I'm ridiculous, and I mean those really they don't need ABs. They don't. Because the work stands out on its own. It doesn't need that extra sparkle. Like there's totally things that I think ABs really enhance beautifully, but the type of diamond paintings I like, I'm just like, well, I mean, they're there. I'll use them, but it's not my favorite thing. They are pretty to look at though. So I can't really even see the difference between an AB drill and a regular one for DAC at least. I notice it for rounds, but I do not notice it for squares. Like I've done a couple round paintings, and when there's ABs on it, I feel like it does make a difference, and it's like, ooh. But on squares, I'm like, doesn't make enough of a difference for me to like care. So when I section off my diamond paintings, like I'm gonna do a video on this because a few people have asked, but I'll answer it here because you asked. Uh, so I used to do long strips, but the thing is, your light source. Oh, okay, this is on. Your light source ends up you have to keep moving it, and it's real frustrating. And I work on such large paintings, so it's like I'm going back and forth like eating a corn cob, and it's ridiculous. So now I essentially I get my tray and use that to measure out a section and cut out the cut off the plastic with one of these on like 3 sides and then fold it out of the way with cover minders. By the way, for the people who are not here in the beginning, I'm making cover minders now. These are sushi ones. I don't know if these are going to do well, so I only bought one set of the sushis for now. These magnets are so strong. That's why I'm like, I found these magnets and I was like, now I got to sell cover minders. Look at this. Can you hear that snap? They work good. Hold on. That's a good magnet. I found a lot of cover minders that I buy are like super weak. Like I'm like, depending on the canvas, I can't even use them because if the canvas is too thick, they won't work. But I am going to start selling cover minders when I start if you've been around, I'm gonna start selling drills like resin drills for like people who do the heaven and earth design canvases, or I mean if you just want to buy extra resin drills. But I still haven't decided if I think I want to do Shopify. But what do you guys think? I've had an Etsy before, but I feel like you end up having to upcharge so much because of how much they take. So I don't know. I haven't really had time to look into Shopify to see exactly like how much commission they take or how it works exactly. I know that's what my sister uses for her business. But yeah, I'm going to be selling cover minders because I found a great source for magnets, and like, these magnets are strong. Like they're strong. So I was like, you know what? It'd be worth it to sell these as cover minders. And I know they'll be good quality. I don't want to sell anything that I feel like will be annoying to use and you're just using it to support somebody. Like, that's fine and dandy and all. And I do like supporting people. But if I'm selling something, I want it to work. That is no shade to anybody. That is not even part of the diamond painting. It's more has to do with sewing stuff I've bought in the past, where I was just buying it to support people. And then I miss sewing so much, but I can't do it until I move because I just don't have the space for it right now. I think I saw Belle from Beauty and the Beast on your nails. Can we get an up? No, it's not Belle. It is Snow White. And there's a little bluebird. I can flip you guys the bird. Sorry if it's a little blown out. I think that's as good as we're going to get. It's focusing on my dress. Yeah. And if you want a custom press-on acrylic nails, check out Faux Acrylic on Instagram. They're reusable and they last at least 2 weeks for every application. My sister offered, because my sister is the owner of Faux Acrylic, and I was like, no, I'm trying to be PG, especially once I start subbing. By the way, are you guys okay with my pop-up lives? Because I know it is a chaotic stream of consciousness and there is no rhythm to anything when I do these. I haven't been able to film a whip and chat just because I've been so busy with everything, the chaos that is my existence. So, yeah. Also, I have ADHD, so I know that, like, on these pop-up lives, my attention is whatever you guys comment on. Oh, yep, that, okay. I had a small business and do not do Etsy. If you're established enough of a name for yourself, just go straight to Shopify. I wouldn't say that I'm established. I know I have like 3,500 subscribers, but a majority of them don't watch my channel because I started this channel as a sewing channel, then it became a sewing and hair channel, but now I'm like, I will do hair videos if it comes up, but now that I've found a routine that works for my curls, I can't really think of videos to do, and I don't want to try products just to try products. And then I will go back to sewing eventually. I just don't have the space until I move. So a lot of the subscribers are not active members of the society that I have created here. How's the mystery face? Who is it? Actually, Sandra. I believe it's Sandra. She asked me if I wanted to see what the finished image was, and I was like, girl, show me. So she did DM me what it's supposed to look like, and it's actually pretty cool. But I'm not starting on that. I will let you guys know when I get that up. I have too many whips. I cannot be doing that. I love the chaos. It keeps me engaged. Girl, that's my whole life. Does that mean my whole life's engaged? I just realized I could have been on full screen, so I'm not like trying to freaking see. Chaotic like my life. It's the Aries Mars, you guys. I'm really into astrology. I think I've talked about this on other lives where I was just like, yeah, astrology, guys. I mean, I'm not like, I know that this means this, blah, blah. I'm like, I know like 5 basic signs like of your chart, and that's it. I don't go much deeper. I'm too lazy for that. But I have a Taurus sun, a Capricorn moon, and a Cancer rising, an Aries Mars, and a Gemini Venus. Venus is how you love people. So my husband gets the hot and cold, baby. Hot and cold. But the mom energy comes from being a Taurus. I'm such a mom. I like had to babysit my freaking drunk relative, which I will not say who, because that's their life. And yeah, I had to babysit them till they were sober enough that I didn't think they were gonna die. And then I had to babysit my cousin because we went to a bachelorette party and they got messed up. But it was bottomless mimosas at a drag show, so what you gonna do? Luckily, I don't like. I'll drink, but I'm not a big drinker. I drink like twice a year, and it's like I'll have a glass of wine. Not because I'm bougie, but just because I got Prozac. So like Prozac, you can't drink on Prozac, or you can, but you get messed up because like it makes you 4 times more intoxicated than you would be, but you sober up pretty quickly. So I was like tipsy with half a mimosa because I was like having 2 mimosas. Um, but yeah, I posted on my story going to the drag show. That was fun. Um, See, but I'm just an Aries Mars. I'm not an Aries. See, but that's where the chaos comes from, Mackenzie. But I'm an Aries Mars, which is how you fight. So I fight chaotically, and I like. When people cross me, I'm terrible. I'm such an awful person. I don't like when I'm mad. I feel like I'm a different person because I would never do that stuff unless I'm angry, and it's terrible. I'm so mean. My sister, when we get in fights, sometimes will stop talking to me for a month because of the things I've said are just so mean. At least I'm aware of it. um, but yeah, the Capricorn moon doesn't really do much for me because my rising and moon sun sign cancel it out. Because like Capricorns tend to be, this is not a rule, this is just generally tend to be a little more, I guess, callous and careless. Obviously, that's not fully true because Jesus is a Capricorn. Look at you, Jesus. Proud of you, Jesus. I love Jesus. That is not shade. I'm a huge Catholic, but I feel like Jesus liked jokes. Okay, he made us. God made us with a sense of humor for a reason, buddy. So I hate when I've gotten some comments like, "Can you please stop using the Lord's name in vain?" And can you stop doing this? And I'm like, girl, that is not that. Relax. I'm pretty sure God's like, I made my girl Jade funny for this. But what was I talking about? Hi, Alyssa. Four for you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco. I love that. I don't like how dark this canvas is printed. Like, I feel like Dreamer Designs is always working on improving, which I love that. I love that for you. Um, but this rendition of their progress, because this is like, I got this kit earlier this year, and I feel like the diamond painting world improves so quickly. If there like is improvements, things change so quick. Um, because originally they got a lot of complaints that their canvases were too bright or vibrant, which I love those ones. I felt like those were great because I didn't need a light pad or an overhead light really to see what I needed to see. But other people, it bothered them, which is fine for them. Um, Hold on. Let me readjust how I'm shitting. Also, I found that with my ADHD, sitting on a rocking chair helps because it's like I can just, whenever I get rambunctious. Where can I find the symbol? I was like, why do I have crystals here? And then I remembered, oh yeah, somebody asked, like, how does the glue dots work for crystals? It works good. A for effort. Yes, exactly, Mackenzie. Like, oh, everyone say what their astrology signs are. I'm interested. I am always best friends with Libras. Like Libras, I get along with the best. My husband's a Libra. One of my closest friends, Lee, is a Libra. Lee the Libra. I love Libras. But yeah, for me, I feel like using the Lord's name in vain, it's like I'm not gonna just say hateful things and say because the Lord said so. I feel like that's using his name in vain. Like hate the gays because the Lord said so. That's using his name in vain. God made everyone for a reason, so hating people for sinning, which is a book that a man wrote for God, girl, you got your opinions in there. Don't try and play me. I love the gays. Also, I have a lot of gay family members, and it's like there is nowhere they're going to hell because they're just great people. I'm an Aquarius sun, and I don't. Oh, girl, you're a little chaotic, aren't you? You're very eccentric. I'm guessing. Virgo. I do like me some Virgos. Earth signs are like we the best. Like obviously, don't go around being sacrilegious, but you can't. Yes, exactly. How's my favorite redhead going? I'm a Gemini. Hey, butter. I love Geminis. I am a Gemini Venus. Yes, Venus. Um, I'm. I was gonna say doing well, but that is a goddamn lie. I'm. It's been a chaotic week, Butters. I'm not gonna lie. I have to find a house in California by October, so stressful. Also, I'm trying to get a job this week. Well, I already applied. I'm just waiting for calls, essentially. But yeah, gay wasn't even added as a word until way after the Bible was written. It's more like grown people. Yes. Like, the thing is, honestly, what I take away from being Catholic is be as close to not being a jerk as possible and accept everybody. And you know what? I don't care if you're atheist. I don't care whatever you are, as long as you're not evil and like hurting people. I love you. It's not that hard. Just love everyone. That's the whole point. Yeah, girl. The housing market in California is even worse than just general. I'm going insane, and I'm not for it. I mean, I'm excited because like it's gonna force me. Like it's a push in the right direction, but it's just a push that I wish didn't have to go so fast. I'm Catholic. I love me some. Well, I mean, I love anybody. Like honestly, you could be Buddhist, and I still think there's a lot of parallels. And also, I don't think there is any specifically correct religion that like you're going to hell if you're not any specific thing. Why do I always go to this? I always go to race and religion. What is wrong with me? Is that where my mind hyper focuses because of my ADHD? Yeah, my mom's also a Sunday school teacher, and she's very open minded like that. Like, they have a there's a trans girl in my mom's Sunday classes, and they were like, "Oh, like shouldn't I not be here because I'm going to hell anyway?" And my mom was like, "Excuse me," and then went and go like had a word with everybody to not be like terrible people. That's where the world is right now. Everyone's talking about race and religion, dude. Right, right. Because I always feel like when I say I'm religious, I'm like, well, now it's like everyone's gonna think I use it as an excuse unless I say specifically, like, no, that's not what it's about for me. I'm just trying to love people, and that's how I see it. Also, I died once, and I saw the other side. So, like, I believe specific things because of specific experiences. As long as we vibe and don't have super different views on major stuff, then we're good. Yes, for me, I'm like, as long as you're generally not a dick and you generally want to love and help other people, then we vibing. We vibing. Jeez, I look so pale right now. Is that what I look like? Why do I look like that? What the fuck? Okay, let's get off that topic because I feel like I always go there and then it gets too heavy. And then I'm like, oof. Because I don't rewatch these and then people comment and I'm like, what was I saying? Oh my goodness. Like love and acceptance and wellness and self-love and love for everyone else, you know? Do you guys want to hear about the time I got hit by a car and died? Because I can, well, I mean, is that too heavy? I mean, I love sharing that story because I think it's like funny to see people's reactions to it because they're like, girl, what? Why are you so chill about it? And I'm like, well, I'm alive. I didn't die now, did I? Well, I did, but like, I came back now, didn't I? No, I'm not naturally redheaded. My hair is naturally black. See this? That's my natural hair color. That's black as black as black as black. Um, my hair is pretty much jet black naturally. If you want to check out my personal Instagram, which like isn't necessarily a personal Instagram, it's just like my Instagram for selfies and outfit of the days. It's Jadeikens. I link it in every video. It's like automatically listed there. So you can scroll down like a few years worth of pictures. And there's like my natural black hair. And then if you scroll down more, you'll see the green hair that I had for 8 years. Okay, so I was 2. This is the story of how I died. I really hope this doesn't get demonetized because my last live where I got a little too deep, they demonetized me, and I was like, oh, all right, I could have earned $1. Come on, for my experiences. And I'm probably gonna do a story time on this just because like it's like the best story I got. I have like 4 ghost stories, and then I have me dying. That's as interesting as I get. Okay, so let me have that. I'm going to do this in a whipping story time. So just it's gonna happen. So basically, I was very. I learned to walk and run very early, and I was running everywhere, and I was always like nude. I just, as a child, I did not want clothes. What can I say? Honestly, as an adult, I still don't want clothes. Okay, but my ghost stories, they're not scary. It's like they're all relatives or nothing bad happened, you know? Like it's scary because it's like, ghosts, but like nothing bad happened. So like if I ever talk about those, they're not like that bad because I am a scary cat to the max. Although I like scary movies. So but anyways, so the end of this also is going to get a little religious. So if you're not for that, totally get it. You can leave. But it's my experience. And I'm not saying anybody else is wrong because it's not any specific. I'm just going to say it. So I was very active and I ran around. My mom and dad had 3 kids back to back. It was my brother, my sister, then me. And we were all, so it was like 3 kids I was 2, so my brother was 6 because he's 4 years older than me, and then my sister was in between. So I mean, dealing with 3 rambunctious little kids, it's a lot. So my mom was inside taking a nap because her allergies were really bad, and girl, I relate to that so much now. I have terrible allergies, terrible. Um, but yeah, so my mom was inside napping so she could deal with her allergies, and my dad was chilling with us in the backyard. We had a gate that like is generally locked. It was always locked, but for whatever reason, I guess the wind blew it open or something happened to where it opened because my parents like are very careful. They're not you know, reckless. And even so, like a gate when you're watching them, like it's not, you know. But we had a mulberry tree or mulberry bush. I don't know. Is it a mulberry tree or bush? Whichever one, it was mulberries. And we had that in the backyard. And like as kids, we were obsessed with them. So my dad would like just be in the back picking them and then handing them to us, and we'd all like just eat them. So I like my chest was purple because I was like only in a diaper, and just purple mulberry stains down my chest because I mean kids don't know how to eat. What can I say? Um, and I did this thing. So, like I said, I was an early walker and an early runner. I had just turned 2. So, this was like mid May that this happened because my mom said it was pretty much 2 weeks after I turned 2. And my mind flew away, but I know I was talking about me getting hit by the car. So, so I was a big runner. I always liked to run and do whatever. But I also couldn't, like, I spoke, but not a lot. And I used to do this thing with my sister where I would, like, start playing tag without telling her. So I'd just start running and be like, hey, you gotta catch me, buddy. And my sister can attest to this. But so my dad, you know, had his back turned for what, like 2 seconds. And I decided, oh, I'm gonna play tag. And then just started bolting. And my sister would run after me because, I mean, she's older sister, she's protective. She was only 3-ish at the time. No, she'd be 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. So she chased after me, and then that's when my dad noticed. And I was a fast little girl. I was, you know, Usain Bolt, watch out, baby Jane's coming. Can you imagine just a creepy little tiny? Yeah, sorry. Anyways, so I was running and he didn't notice till we had already like because I mean we were running around anyways in the backyard while he picked the mulberries. So and he thought that the gate was closed. So like definitely I do not put any of this on my dad or my mom. They feel guilty as hell for this, and I'm just like, dude, relax. Like I'm alive, so chill. But they feel like they could have done better, and I'm like, you literally did the best you could. Anyway. So since the side gate had blown open, I was like, oh, perfect chance. Because we used to do this thing like when we were supervised, we'd play like tag, and the free spot or safe spot was an apple tree that was across the street. And so I was like, oh, okay, like the gate's open. That means I can go to the free spot and I'll definitely win. And my sister was chasing after me because she was like, she knows the street's dangerous. She was old enough at 4.5 to like know, like, hey, no, you stay away from the street. And I was 2.5. I was like, can't catch me. Here, let me catch up on the chats. Can't even do scary movies. My husband laughs at home when I get scared. At set. Yeah, okay. It's weird. I'm really good at scary movies, but I'm so jumpy. Like literally, my brother-in-law at my husband's house, like if he opens the door, when I open the door, I scream and I'm like, ugh, and he thinks it's hilarious. I have a ghost story, but also he is with to this day, so I get. Oh, your ghost is still with you? Let me know about that. I understand that guilt. Anytime my baby hurts himself or falls down, I feel so bad. I don't even get me started on the shots. Yeah, my mom, like, we were talking about it the other day in the car, and like to me, I'm like completely over it. I'm fine. Obviously, I am a 27-year-old. This happened 25 years ago. And she started crying because she felt like a bad mom. And I'm like, Mom, you literally got me to adulthood plus more. Like, relax. But anyway, so I was trying to run to the apple tree, and my sister was chasing after me. And then at this point, my dad had noticed, so he was bolting after us. But like I said, I was a fast little nugget, and this nugget was running into the street. My sister like was behind me, but I guess still not fast enough because your girl, you know. Anyway, so as I got to the street, a woman was driving, probably like, it was like a little, it's a cul-de-sac street. It's like, it's only like a few blocks. I mean, it's like a city block and a half away from where I live currently. So I can drive by it if I want, but I feel like it's bad juju, so I don't. What company did you get that from, Basset Hound? Who folded it in half? Um, but so I ran into the street, and this lady was either, it was a cul-de-sac and it's a small street, so it was like, it couldn't have been more than 20, but I'm guessing it was around 10, which, like, for a car to hit a baby that's 2 years old at 10 miles an hour, that's pretty hefty. By the way, if you guys haven't liked this video or liked this live because you like me, dang, I'm sorry, Basset Hound, that sucks. So this woman was going, down the street. It ends in a cul-de-sac, so, like, not very fast, but thankfully that probably saved my life. So worlds collided. Baby Jade hit a front bumper, left a dent in it, flew about 10 feet, road rash from head to toe. My mom says that I, like, just had scrapes from head to toe everywhere. And apparently I looked, like, real bad, but, like, yeah, my mom was horrified and, like, covered me in Neosporin after the whole incident. But the lady who hit me, like, jumped out and felt terrible. And my dad, like, was already in the front yard close to me right before I got hit. And my mom was inside napping still, but then my dad screamed, like, God, Jesus, please help, as I was getting hit. So, and your girl conked the out. At this point, I believe I passed away. There's no way to tell for sure, but I'm pretty sure I did. I'll get into it more if you guys want it, but pretty sure. Excuse me, who's this curly haired cutie girl? It's Jade Bev. Hi. I love Bev. She's great. Subscribe to her. Boop. There is, like, no boobies. I'm so flat chested. I have, like, nothing. Look it. That's like, I look like a Disney drawing. They ain't got boobs. So then I was, I'm pretty sure at that point I was dead, at least for a little bit. And my dad, like, screamed, like I said, ran into the street, picked me up. I know you're not supposed to, but, like, they don't know that. This was the 90s. This was 1996. And then my mom heard, like, the blood curdling scream my dad did. So she, like, woke up out of her, like, Zyrtec sleep and, like, ran out, and she, like, ran and got a blanket, and they were just holding me while they waited for, like, the ambulance to come, because, like, somebody called the ambulance at some point. This is not an OnlyFans, Bev. And then they couldn't tell if I was breathing at that point. They were sobbing and shaking too much to really know. I was just covered in scrapes and obviously unconscious. So then eventually the ambulance got there. They, like, took me from my parents' arms, and they were, like, freaking out. Like, obviously you would if your, like, 2-year-old child is just, you know. And they pulled me in the ambulance, and he was, like, checking my vitals and everything. And by the way, my mom is a A1 mom. She's, like, grade A, best mom you could ever get. So cool. I love her. The worst part about her is that she loves me too much. So, Jade is talking about being a ghost. Over here objectifying. I love it. It's okay. Keep doing it, Stephanie. I'm here for it. So they put me in the ambulance. They're checking me. My mom and dad are like, just like with my siblings, just, and my sister like is still scarred from watching me like get hit by a car. And I feel bad because I always make jokes about it, and they're like, "This was traumatic as hell." I'm like, "Ghost Jade." So they handed me to the paramedic, and he's doing his routine thing. But back to like talking about my mom being great. So she started us on like telling us like about like stranger danger, safety, and everything, like not to get molestado. And she, was like, if anybody touches you in these spots, you kick them and get away to an adult as quick as possible. And so I'm totally here for ghost titties. I mean, I'm as pale as a ghost. Tell me these aren't some ghost titties. So he was checking my vitals, which is like, touching my chest. I think she said he was touching like the femoral artery in my like thighs, because for babies that's the easiest one to check because you're tiny. I was 2 and I'm also like undersized. So, I'm sure that's what he was doing, but I was like, I know people. I woke up out of like a deadness. And I think I kicked him in the face. I think that's what my parents said, that I kicked him in the face, and my mom and dad just like gasped, like, "Oh, thank God she's alive!" And the paramedics like, "All right, I get it, but like I just got kicked in the face." So then they took me to the hospital. Turns out like everything was just surface level. Like I looked messed up. Apparently, there's no pictures because, like I said, this was the 90s. It's not like everybody had cameras and stuff. Yes, don't touch me there. That is my no square. Exactly. Exactly. My mom always said, do not let them touch anywhere like this place. And she said, if we were ever uncomfortable, whether it was even her that made us uncomfortable, it's okay. We can go tell this person. And if our dad made us uncomfortable, like, she covered all the bases. My mom's great. And, we always felt comfortable telling her everything. So A1 mom. So yeah, him touching my leg near my groin is what snapped me out of it. Now, like I said, everything was surface level. Now to get to the ethereal, the another realm part of this. So when I was KTFO, I met Jesus. I mean, I didn't meet him like he wasn't like, hello, my name's Jesus. Nice to meet you. You're a baby. But, there was a presence, and I like recognized that presence. And I was like, yes, okay, this is a person that exists. And essentially, this like, I guess I'm going to call him the spirit of Jesus, the Holy Spirit. I don't know. And was like, hey, like, no, I'm going to like bring you back. And I just remember being like, okay. And I mean, it wasn't anybody I'd ever met. It's not like it was a hallucination, like, oh, this is like my Uncle Fred. I don't have an Uncle Fred. But like, he was just like, no, you got too much to do. Got to go back. So basically he chauffeured me back to my body. And I didn't think much of it because I was 2. Like, I just think, oh, nice adult. Okay, let's go. He felt nice, like nice. I didn't like touch his arm, like, ooh, soft. It was more like his energy. I was like, oh, I feel safe with this person. Like how I would feel with my parents. And then I guess a few months, like my mom didn't start us out like learning about religion super young, so I had no knowledge of this. But my mom herself is religious. Like I said, she is a Sunday school teacher, but like she didn't start teaching us anything until we were like 5, when we were going to catechism and stuff. And it was like basic stuff. So at that point, none of us really had any like religious knowledge. And my mom, is religious. So at that point, every few years, she'd read the Bible, like back and forth, cover to cover. because Lord knows I would not have the concentration. I wonder if they have that on Audible. I have an Audible subscription. I'm gonna have to go see. Let me catch up. Hold on. I'm gonna call it No Square with my husband from now on. Yes. Oh, honey, touch my noodles. My mom said, "Yell, scream, punch him in the eye." Yes. I imagine Jesus being like, "What's up, bro?" I feel that, Stephanie. He was like, "Bitch, you don't belong here. Get the." He said, "The ether is not for you. Go back, honey." He was like, "Gotta get those subs later." You have too much life to live. You gotta go be a YouTuber, honey. Uh, you can YouTube it. So yeah, my mom was reading the Bible, and there's a lot of like detailed paintings in there, and I mean, she has this Bible still, and the paintings like are more realistic. They're not like just your classic Anglo-Saxon Jesus. Like it was a Jesus that looked similar, like the paintings in that Bible are pretty crazy, but I guess the wardrobe is what I focused on. That's why I'm so into fashion now, because of Jesus and his gown. But anyway, so my mom was like going through, and there were paintings. I have a hair on my canvas. There were paintings of Jesus, and I was like, oh, I know him. Why do his feet look like that? He doesn't have feet like that. And my mom was like, yeah, okay, you know who this is? She's like, who is this? Like, he doesn't have feet like that. I'm like, he doesn't have monkey feet. And she was like, who doesn't have monkey feet? Because like the painting, he has like really long toes, and a 2-year-old Jade was like, I'm not for that. His toes were average, not extra long. So I was like, the guy. And she's like, who? And I'm like, the guy who helped daddy save me. And she's like, what? So she had talked to me more, and as much as I could articulate in my 2-year-old mouth, I was like, essentially, oh yeah, my homeboy Jesus, he made sure I got my way back to my body. I didn't get lost in the in between. So Jaboy Jesus helped your girl out. You also have a foot fetish now because Stephanie! I'm neither confirming nor denying that. Neither confirming or denying. Ew, gross. But not because of Jesus. Anyway, so my mom was like sketched out, because I mean my mom's religious, but no matter what, like even if you're religious, you have doubts. My mom was like, after that point, she never had doubts that like there was something else after. So yeah, homeboy Jesus, he's chill. I like him. That's why I'm like so comfortable making jokes about Jesus, and I don't take like church and everything way too seriously, because I'm like, my homeboy Jesus, I know what he about. He just unconditionally loves my ass. Fuck. And you too. Oh my God. Chill, relax. Don't get so superior because you read the Bible better than I did. Whatever. But yeah, I died and came back to life. And now you guys have to watch me on the internet. But yeah, and then my dad was like, believes like when my mom told him, he was like, I mean, I screamed and asked for his help like when I saw Jade get hit. Like, I believe her. So catch me hanging out outside with your boy Jesus. Yeah, yes, I said that earlier, Stephanie. Of course, don't be dicks to homos. Is that offensive? I'm sorry. I have a lot of gay cousins, and I just use what they say. I know sometimes, like, they can use things that you can't use. So I'm sorry if that was offensive. I apologize. But yeah, I totally accepting of all LGBTQ plus everything. I am cool with you having any religion, or no. Basically, I'm repeating. Is it Nox? What is their channel? Why do I want to call it Noxy? Moxie Noxy. Um, basically, their what their disclaimer in their video, that, yes. I believe in God, and I believe in organization to an extent. I'm more like organization when you need support, but I don't, like, I go to church when I feel like going to church, but I don't feel like that makes me any less worthy of love from God or whatever. Punks and Crafts, yes! I love them. IG is Mad Knox. Okay, so I knew there was something. For some reason, it reminded me of Amanda Knox, like Foxy Noxy, all of that stuff. Yes, Jesus said, "Catch me outside." How about that? Yeah. Honestly, like when I met Jesus, like I mean, okay, I'm just gonna say it because this is how I feel. If you guys don't believe that I actually had that experience, that's cool. But I'm just saying how I feel. There was just an overwhelming sense of acceptance and love, and that spirit and that energy that I felt from him, I don't believe could hate anyone for any reason. But that's my personal opinions. I say don't be a jerk and, love everyone. I feel like God made people gay to help with population control, and then everybody made it hard for them to adopt. So, like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm Catholic, but like my church is real chill. Like we accept everyone, and I feel like we're fairly accepting at my church. Depending, there's like separate masses, and I feel like some. It just depends, really. But I feel very like my specific church is very accepting. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't go very often. I go when I feel like I need to be around that energy, but like it's not something that I feel like I need to go to every week. I'd rather have a personal conversation by myself. But I'm totally cool with people being atheists. That's your thing. And I also, if you're atheist, I'm like, okay, well, you'll see when you die, when you're hanging out with me in heaven and being like, well, now I look dumb, but I don't think you're dumb. I think everyone has their own path to make, and God put you on whatever path he needed you to do. So, Jesus is my bestie. Hi, Queen Bee. I got distracted. I don't remember what I was looking for. I was going to look for something, and then my mind went away. Okay, I finished this. I literally have done only 2 colors since being on this because I'm too distracted. But I love doing this because I was in a bad mood today. I did not have. Bye, Basset Hound. I'm burping. Sorry, I drank too much Dr. Pepper Zero sugar. I love Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar and Pepsi Zero Sugar, and I'm a heathen who mixes both. And that's, I literally don't drink coffee. That's why, like, everyone in the diamond painting community has the buy me a coffees. I have one, but instead it's buy me a soda because I'm sick and I have an addiction. I have a tattoo on my foot and it says walk with God. That's my reminder to be kind and loving and accepting of everyone except for violent and sexual criminals, obviously. For me, I'm going to exactly love and respect everyone because they deserve it. And, if you're going to find something if you have to go and look for an excuse so that you can be hateful or mean to somebody, that says something about you and you need to work on that. Hey, yes, I love it. And then I hate it. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar is never in stock unless I go at the butt crack of whenever my grocery store opens. And then my husband's like, why do you want to go to the grocery store early? Like, we can go later. And I'm like, you don't understand. I got to get my hook. When I was little, I would pass out and turn blue every time I would see Santa, and I'm not sure why that would. Oh, no, that sounds horrible. See, I just die and see Jesus. You know how it be. It be like that sometimes. Oh, where does this go? I want to work on a symbol that's in the middle so I don't have to be so, you know. Um, I always get nervous telling that story because I don't want people to be like, "You're wrong." Well, because some people have been like, "You're wrong. Jesus doesn't exist. You're stupid. That didn't happen." And I'm just like, can you just like let me exist, sir? Um, Look at how sparkly that is. See, this is why resin drills are superior. I'm sorry, not sorry. Butter said it last time. I'm totally talking crap about acrylic drills. Yes, exactly, exactly. I'm saying exactly to what Stephanie said. I am working on Portals of the Past from Dreamer Designs. Let me see if I can get the thumbnail. It's a whole lot of green and purple, and I'm dumb. I shouldn't have done. Oh no, I'm not. I'm sorry, Butters. I'm not unwinding this, but I will post a picture of this because this is an old whip. I have pictures of like my progress on it. I think during April is when I worked on this. It was for the spring drill along with Dreamer Designs, but then I only worked on this, and I was so sick of it that I was like, I have to put this away for a few months. So, and then I was sick of working on projects that only had acrylic drills. So I was like, I'm going to put this baby out. Okay, so can I admit here that I can't watch any exorcist or possession type shit because I'm so fucking terrified of it. And I feel like my fear is a beacon. Oh, girl, I feel you. Um, I also like get sleep paralysis. Like this is, I think possibly because of the fact that I died, I kind of opened like an in between, not an in between, but like there's like less of a veil. So I have had a decent amount of ghost experiences, and honestly, like my dad taught me like how to hex away demons and stuff. And ooh, I can tell you guys my mom's Ouija board story. I don't mess with them. No, it's scary. Oh, bitch, I'm scared. Like, oh. Grandma, I swear my grandma has some kind of like thing latched onto her. If I sleep in my grandma's room or sleep anywhere next to my grandma, it's like, oh no, we're gonna have cuckooey dreams. We're gonna have bad juju. But like, she protect. She protect. I used to get sleep paralysis all the time when I was pregnant. Ugh. I hope if I eventually am able to get pregnant, I hope I don't get that. I get it occasionally, and it's the worst thing ever. Whenever I get sleep paralysis, no lie, I get a bottle of holy water and just shove it all around my room, start praying, get my rosary out, and usually it goes away for a long time. Okay, so I finally caught up. First, hi Jade. Second, I'm so glad you're alive and you were resurrected by Jesus. Third, oh my god, I haven't heard it put that way. I like that. Third, being your resident queer in the room, I'm not offended by what you said. Thank you, thank you. I was worried. I was like, oh no, because you get used to what like people around you say, and they may be a part of something that you're not. It's all about considering the source and their meaning. And oh, sleep paralysis is horrific. I hate it. It is the worst. And then had a sleep paralysis dream having to do with this bracelet, and I was like, because I lived in a house that was semi haunted, which like luckily we don't live there anymore. Don't mind me just scratching my ear like a little heathen. Um, I have not placed very many drills at all. Let's work on J for Jade. Let's be a teacher up in this house. I don't know how long I'm going to be live for. I tend to end up going an hour and a half to 2 hours because my brain's so scattered. Like normal people, they're like, oh, I'll do it for an hour. Me, I'm like, 84 years? Sounds right. Sounds good to me. Dude, okay, I can lucid dream though. And like when you're in control of it, it's tight. But when you know you're in a dream, but you're not quite sure how to control it, oh boy, that's a wild ride, and it is not a fun one. I don't think my current house is haunted because I haven't had any like craziness happen here. Like I've had some sleep paralysis, but I don't think there's necessarily anything connected to this house. I more think there's things connected to things I have. Ooh, I had a haunted baby chair. Do you guys want to hear about the haunted baby chair? Because I can tell you guys about that. That was scary. um, but yeah, I do want to share my like ghost stories. But like I said, nothing like awful came from it to where I feel like it would spread any negativity. When I was really little, I used to see a scary man in the basement. My mom's friend moved in, and her son heard voices, and then other people moved in, and ooh, the man in the house attacked. Oh no, 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 no! I'm not about that life. Luckily, most of my ghost experiences were relatives of mine. So like, yes, it was scary because like ghosties is not fun. Um, but there was one that like it wasn't scary, but it definitely I don't think they were a relative. I think it was just like they were connected to the land. And then I wonder how I sound to somebody who's like doesn't believe in like ghosts or religion or uh astrology. They're just listening to me like this. She needs some help. Yes, I do, and that's why I'm on Prozac. Uh, his girlfriend, his sister, and his mom, and K-worded one and paralyzed the other two, and said, well, it do be like that sometimes." I think the house I lived in that was haunted, it someone unalived themselves in the back room, which like my parents slept in, and they didn't let us know that until we already started renting. If you don't know, like owning a house isn't super common in California. More so, everyone here rents. So I've lived in quite a few houses since I was a kid, probably like 10, at least 10. And there is, you may not believe it, but if you've lived in a lot of houses, you'll know that there is different vibes for different houses. This house is probably the most chill house because it's like a newer build, but you guys aren't looking at the diamond painting anyway. I'm putting you guys so I don't have to go like a little gremlin. But somebody in that house, I think it might have been a murder suicide. And I say it with a weird accent because I do not want to get demonetized. Because last time I said things like this, it did not work. So I figure weird accent, no demonetization, possibly. I don't even know what accent that is, but it's a Jade accent. Uh, I really like this webcam. I bought this specifically so I could do lives because I tried using the webcam on my laptop and the quality was bad, and I already had a mic, so. Oh, it was Russian. I didn't know it was Russian. Ooh. I am baby red. Yes, I'm for it. Honestly, I probably just have random accents in my head from when I did theater. Because, like I said, I did theater all 4 years of high school, and I was a theater major in college. I graduated with a bachelor's of arts, emphasizing in theater. Can you tell? Can you tell? But mostly just so I can be a teacher. You love the red hair or the dress? Because this dress is pretty snazzy. It's Old Navy. I love Old Navy dresses. Honestly, like my family laughs at me because this is my hobo clothes. Like this is my like okay. Other people like leggings and a t-shirt. Like I'm so bummy. Oh my gosh, it has stains on it. This is my bummy clothes. I sleep in this. I haven't dressed up in probably a year, and everybody's like, "You always look so fancy." I'm like, "Girl, it's literally a pull-on dress from Old Navy. This is a glorified nightgown." Oh yes, I do love Red the character. I have not. I watched up to season I think 3, and then I got sick of it, so I did not finish it. But I don't know if it's worth going back to, because I just remember I really loved season 2, and then season 3 just dragged on for me, so I didn't finish it. But I don't know if it's worth finishing. Who has to shave? Honey don't need to shave. This leg been probably 2 weeks, and I got a laser. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I got one of these at-home laser like hair removal things, and mainly for my pits because, okay, I am a pale ass girl with thick Mexican pit hair, and your girl was not for it. And if I shave, I get ingrown hair. So I was just like, you know what? I'll do it. So this is a week's growth of hair after like 2.5 months of treatment. And this one is slightly hairier. There's like 4 hairs up there. But not bad, not bad. I actually really like this. I am too lazy to do the laser hair removal on my legs because even though I have really coarse, thick black hair in my armpits and other special hair, my leg hair is like pretty nondescript, and my husband doesn't care if I don't shave my legs, so why should I? Ooh, Portuguese. Honestly, I have no idea where Portugal, I'm pretty sure, is in South America. I am terrible at geography. I'm embarrassed. Don't look at me. Oh no, I'm I hope my husband doesn't watch this because he thinks it's hilarious when I blush, and he like just attacks me with kisses because he thinks it's funny. But now I'm blushing and I have to wait for that to go away. Hi everyone. Portugal's in Europe? Am I dumb? Now I'm blushing even worse. Okay. Just I'm a tomato. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay, Jade. We all don't know things. We all have to learn our own things at different times. It's okay. There's no reason to be embarrassed. Do you like my self pep talk? It's weird. I don't judge other people like for not knowing things, but then when I don't know things, I'm like, oh, you're dumb. Don't look at me. I'm embarrassed. Um, the character I'm writing in my book is Spanish because apparently my looks come mostly from my Spanish like ancestry. So I only, yeah. They did not say that. That's awful. You know, okay, speaking of which, somebody like, or actually, this has happened several times because my name's Jade, and apparently, like, Jade is associated with China a lot. People like would be like, "Oh, your name's Jade, so are you Chinese?" What? What? I feel like people are just really ignorant. I mean, people are very ignorant. That's not or I think they might be. No, a lot of people are. Um, but like, so okay, no matter what, like, for the most part, if you're Mexican, unless you're like full-blooded Native American, you're mixed. You're mixed. That's just how it is. So I ended up taking more after the Spanish like part of my like Mexican heritage. And like my grandma, she looks like fully Native American. Like when you look at her, you're like, oh. And my uncle, totally him too. My mom, she looks Mexican, like just kind of vaguely in between. Me, your girl came out looking Spaniard. I got them hazel eyes, the pale ass skin, the black hair. I look Spanish. Do you guys want a description of my book characters? If you guys are interested, I will let you know so that you guys can have the mental image if you guys are going to listen to it. Is it because my hair's dyed red? Irish? What? I don't even think I have Irish in me. I mean, I might. My dad is kind of a Heinz 57 white guy. But I know most of my dad is German and then Norwegian. That's where Margerson comes from. It's Nordic. Look at me, I'm a little Viking. Kiss Christopher. Yes, you guys are little twins. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time so I don't embarrass myself. You guys want to hear the descriptions of my book characters so that if you guys listen to my whip and story times like of the novel I'm writing, that you can have the mental image before like I describe it. Really? Well, I mean, I understand you not seeing Mexican at all, but when I look at like my features, so my grandfather was Spanish, and I have his nose, and when I look at like pictures of my family, like I don't like my uncle says I look like my white grandma, which she was half German for sure, and then the other half Nordic and like random little bits of different whites. Um, and then, but when I look at pictures, I feel like mostly I look like my Spanish, like ancestors. I think that's still the right term, even if it's like just a few generations. But my grandma on my mom's side totally fully looks Native American, and I just came out like this. I came out paler than my dad, and he's white. Yeah, I'm gonna redo the prologue because what I need to do is I need to film the audio at my husband's house because there's like pipes that constantly like I don't know if you can hear it now because my AC is on. It is too hot. But the audio when I was just recording it was so bad. It was so hard. I need to refilm it, and then I was really nervous, so I kept messing up. So I am going to film that again. So thank you for being bold enough to say so, Stephanie. Because I really wanted to, but I was like, would that be annoying? Just be like, oh, I gotta do the prologue again. Um, but yeah, that's where all the white is coming from. The Spanish? No, okay, so Stephanie, if you were not. Speaking of which, my husband just texted me. Hold on. He's asking about the dogs. Um, I forgot. Oh, could be. The reason I don't live with my husband is because, okay, so we've been together since we were literal children. We were 16. He just turned 16 like a week and a half before we got together. So, we just kind of got used to living with our parents and being together. And then in California, real estate and renting and everything is very expensive. I chose to go to college. I didn't have any income at all. I barely had the money from student loans to pay for school. So my parents were gracious enough to like support me through that, and they wanted to because they preferred that I finished college. So I stayed living with my parents because that's what made sense money wise. And my husband works with his dad, so it didn't make sense for him to move out just to waste his money when he didn't make that much money anyway. So now we're finally at a point where I should start working. Please pray for me, guys, that I start working as a substitute teacher soon. I just need them to call me in and I can start subbing. And I can probably diamond paint while I'm substitute teaching. And probably edit videos too, so. um, Honestly, I swear subbing is probably the perfect job for somebody who has ADHD because I don't have to really focus that much. But so basically, me and my husband just got married October because we needed it for paperwork's sake. And that's so now we're finally at the point where we're looking to hopefully buy houses, but we might have to rent for a year because the housing market's crazy right now. And since I don't have a long work history because I haven't started working yet, that's not going to be. So it just depends if we get approved for a home loan. If not, we're going to have to rent for a year, which is okay, but it's not preferable. But yeah, that's why we don't live together because we've just got kind of used to living with our parents since we've been together since we were 16. It's just that's what we knew. And then he really does not like the thought of apartments or condos or anything. So renting a house when you're in your young or lower early 20s, why did I not know how to say that? Is like almost impossible, especially in Southern California. So tis why I don't live with him. I want to live with him so bad. I miss him. I live with my parents 3 days a week, and I live at his parents 3 days a week because it's just what makes sense for us while we wait to have a place together. I love him so much. And his stupid, ugly face. It's not ugly, it's beautiful. What the hell? Why am I getting all sappy about my husband? Gross. Thanks, Stephanie, for getting me on that. Oh, Stephanie, don't say that. That hurts. Oh, don't tell me how cheap it is in Georgia. I can't do. Oh. Why'd you do that? I would so move out of state if it weren't for how close knit me and my family are. Like, I feel like moving 30 minutes away, like a 30-minute drive away from my family, would be hard enough. I could not move out of state. I have some family that live in Oregon, some that live in Washington, and a couple that live in Texas. And all of them are like, it's so much cheaper. And I'm like, but it ain't California. So my card registration was like $250, Stephanie. I don't like you anymore. Go away. Go away. Christopher! When I'm at his parents' house is when that happens. I wonder if like the reason I haven't gotten pregnant is because we don't have the opportunity any and every time, or if something's wrong with my junk or his junk. Let's hope there's nothing wrong, and as soon as we move in, we get pregnant immediately. No, don't leave. I love you still. I accept you for your beautiful, nice, cheap housing, Stephanie. The thing is, I could get approved for that, like 135, no problem, easy right now. My junk died. But like, hey, there's always adoption. But I don't know if any like buddy would want me as their adoptive mother to be like, couldn't somebody else have chosen me instead of this crazy ass? What the hell? Yeah, in California for a 3-bedroom. Here, let me go on my app. Because honestly, this is just friends hanging out now. Just get. I have 4 dogs, but the dogs are not. No, I mean I love my dogs, but I want something that can talk back. And I'm probably gonna get a bratty ass kid who gives me a bunch of shit. But you know what? I want it. I wanted to be a mom forever, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Even if they're a little shit, I'll take it. We got approved for over 200K, and I don't want to clean a house that big. Dude, okay, a $200,000 house here is literally a house with a roof caving in and like not suitable for people living in it. That's what you can get for $200K. Let's see. Let me go back to the filters. Okay. Here, I'm just going to put no minimum, no maximum. And for a 3-bedroom house, which is what I'm looking for, excuse me, and no condos, no mobile homes, because my husband's picky, which, I mean, I get it, but. Oh, okay. That I was like, there's a bunch of like not so nice neighboring cities, which like I'm not talking crap. It's just that. So basically, I live in a very crime-ridden city. If you want to look up San Bernardino County on the crime watch or anything, to give you a hint. So I'm not talking crap about the neighboring cities, but the neighboring cities are like just a dust bowl. There's like nothing out there, and I have to have like Hobby Lobbies and Joann's and things close by, and Amazon packages getting to me. Stop telling me that, Stephanie, because you're making me want to move to Georgia, and I don't want to move to Georgia. How dare you? How dare you? San Bernardino. Yeah, okay, for $135,000, the first photo is condemned, do not enter. So it's literally a house that you have to fix or demolish and then build. And that's 135 for a house you can't even live in. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on, I have to send a house to my husband. And my realtor. Okay, look, this is $169,000. Allegedly, it's okay. I might have to look at that. It's okay. My husband's in construction. Like, look it's boarded up windows and has a hole in the roof for 169. 169. Live next to me, and you can even have my kid. But I want my own kid. I'll watch your kid, but then I need to have a kid so that your kid can play with my kid. How about that? I want 1,000,000 children, I'm telling you. 1,895,000 at least. No, I want at least 4, but I know that, well, I don't know, maybe I'm not too old for that to be a possibility, but I also, I don't know. Jade wants a condemned house. Literally, my husband's like, "Can you stop it?" And I'm like, "Well, we could fix it. It'll be cute. It'll be like The Notebook. Come on, let's fix it." And he's just like, "I work construction for a living, and you want me to do it when I get home?" And I'm like, "Yes, please. I am a DIY princess. I'll do it. I'll do it myself." I literally fixed the paint on my car myself because I bought my car used, and it had like chipping off paint because it got like sun damaged. Your girl DIY fixed it herself. Catch me outside fixing my own stuff. Okay, but I don't have the right body parts for that, Jade. Knock me up, Stephanie. Figure it out. Or Christopher can be my donor. And if my junk works and you want kids, I'll bear your children. We're just put our drills stashed together and fill it. Yes, we'll just put our diamond paintings together and be like, "Here you go. Can we pay for the house in this?" Okay, they just listed a lot of houses, and now I'm just like, okay, but they're all pending because literally everyone's buying houses right now, and it's like ridiculous because like houses are getting bought for like way more than they're worth just because people want housing. And it's like, oh, perfect time for me and my husband to actually get serious about getting a house. No, we couldn't be serious when things were cheap in like 2016. Well, as long as I'd have to be involved. Okay, we gotta put like a Chris Pine face on hers. Also, I don't know if they like let you adopt unless you have a house, like in California. It's okay. I'm sure it just went over my head. I'm like a naughty minded person, so I look at everything and read into it way worse, and then I try and pretend that I don't know because then people are like, why is your mind in the gutter? My husband, like, my family, like, it's well known in my household. Like, I say the worst, either like just disturbing or sexually inappropriate jokes, and it doesn't matter who's around. My dad, like, he's like, my dad is like, can you relax? Girl, chill. And I'm just like, it's funny though. Although it's gonna be so hard to tone down like all the dirty jokes and like everything when I like start teaching my like substitute teaching. Like how am I gonna not curse? Like if a kid makes me mad, I'm just gonna try and like I'm just gonna be like try not to go off, just I've literally gotten like zero. No, I've probably gotten like 0.1% of this canvas covered since I started this live. Honestly, I needed this live to de-stress because every time I come on live, I feel like you guys just make me feel better. Okay, all three of us have minds in the gutter, and it's our go-to. Yes, and it's hilarious. Like I'm okay, so I'm 4'6", and like literally, I call everyone out on having their zipper down, and they're like, "Why are you looking there?" And I'm just like, "It's not purposeful. It's not like I'm like trying to crotch watch. Just my eyes. Immediately, someone walks in the room. Oh, weenus. I can't help it. I also attack my husband as like much as I can. He's just like, I'm just like, love me, accept it. I kidnapped one of the kids. Yeah, no joke. Okay, so my mom, she is trying to be a full time teacher, but for now she's substituting. And there was a kid who was like in foster care, and my mom was like, "Can I adopt him?" She was like dead ass, like trying to adopt a kid because she just liked him and thought he deserved a good home. I'm like, my mom is such a good influence. I'm just scared that like if I adopt my kid will like hate me and like why did you adopt me? I wish I didn't have you as a mom. I'm sorry. Like if I birth a kid, it's like, hey, I didn't choose that. That just happened. But I don't want like I don't know. What if I'm a bad mom? I'm like terrified I'm gonna be a bad mom, but I'm still like, no, I still want them. I want 1,000,000. 895. But well, I mean, I wonder like if once I start substituting, that'll change my mind. But like, I've student talked at my college before, and I mean, those were like adult children. They're like 18-year-olds, but I still had a lot of fun with it. Hopefully, I don't know, because I mean, I think my mom is the best mom in the world. And like I said, the worst problem is that she loves me too much, and that she's sad that I'm gonna move out. Like, what a problem to have. Like that's the worst thing that my mom ever did. Um, so like I worry that I think my biggest like thing is like I worry that I'm not gonna be as good of a mom as my mom is. I can't be as good of a dad as my dad is because I ain't got the junk for that. I swear I always bring this up because I'm like, I just want so many babies because it's all that's on my mind. I swear, all I think about 24/7 is children. Because I want the little chicken nuggets, and I want to eat their little baby feet. Smell them. And eat them for dinner. See, this is why I can't have kids, because I want to eat them for dinner. Because they're just so cute. I feel like I'm such a bizarre mix of personalities. Like, oh, I want to be a huge mom, but I'm also like chaotic as hell. I am 27. How old did you think I was, Stephanie? Let me know. Do I look old? I keep telling my husband, I feel like I'm starting to look old. Look, I have wrinkles, and he's like, "You had those same ones when you were 18. Shut up." I'm just like, please. I look old. I'm a baby? What? Baby? No. The baby of the diamond painting community is Randa. Okay. I think it's Randa Crafts and Tells. No. Randa Crafts something. She is a sweet baby bean, and I love her. I had no clue how old you were. I can't gauge because I look 68. You do not, Stephanie. Although I'm not really sure what you look like. I think I've seen your profile picture on Instagram, but I don't think I've seen an actual. Watch me go creep on your stuff. Christopher looks pretty young, but I don't know how old he is. Creeping on my diamond painting friends because I can. But like, I don't know how old I look because because I've gone to schools and the students think I'm a student. But then when I dress the way I dress, because I dress like, this is my casual, like I said, this is just like I'm not caring. So when I dress up to like actually like look like a human, I dress like from the 1940s. So it ends up making me look like I'm older, because what 18-year-old would even dress like that? You're 39? That's surprising. I'll take it, Stephanie. I'll take it. But yeah, I get randomly that like people think I'm 15, which I'm just like, I think that's more my height because I am a Smurf. But I also get like that some people think I'm 35, and I'm just like, all right, I guess I'll just go dig myself a grave right now if I look that much older than I actually am. What was it? Oh, I was gonna look up Stephanie's STEPH. Stephanie, what is your Instagram? Because I'm dumb. Just hear you saying you're too old for that many babies, and I'm like, no way. Hiya, Homespun Hobby. Go check out her channel. She's great. I really love my canvases from her. The drills, A1. I already kit up I think I did a live where I was kitting up the cherub, the girl fighting off the cherub. Okay, I thought so. I'm on it right now. I was like, I want to make sure. Do you have any pictures of yourself on there? Catch me creeping. You do not look old at all. Your lazy river the wood burning's life. I can't talk. The naked chick. I love naked paintings. I can't help it. Renaissance paintings are beautiful, and bodies are beautiful. We should accept them and paint them. But yeah, I don't know. Well, also my mom was a really young mom, so I think I have a different gauge in my head of like how old I can have children, because my mom had my brother at 19, my sister at 20, and then me at 23, I believe. So for me, I'm like, oh, by this time, my mom already had 3 kids that were like 4. Do you have it in squares, a homespun hobby? Because if you got it in squares, catch me getting it. I just don't like rounds. Now I have to go buy it. I have to go. I was finding excuses not to buy pens, but now I have to, because now I know that Stephanie is involved. Also, does he have wood pens? Because I've so badly been wanting wood pens. I bought a wood turner because I was gonna try and make my own pen. Oh, that failed. That failed, and thank goodness for returns on Amazon. Ooh, okay. Let me know. Like, email me, Sally, because I will buy that. Honestly, any old master's painting that's square. He does, but he's not making pens right now because his wife is defective. It's okay. We all have our issues. Because I had seen your post a while ago, reading it about I think I don't remember, either mental health or just other health issues, but like, girl, I feel it. I have scoliosis, which gives me back pain at time, which, I mean, not the same, but mental health issues as well. Cause fun. I'm more saying I'm here for you, and I understand your struggles. I'm not trying to like one up you. I have to watch that. Sometimes I say things because I'm trying to relate, and then I'm like, I'm not trying to make it about me. I'm so sorry. Can you give me a heads up, Stephanie, when he's about to post? Because I need it. I need it. I need some pens. Oh, you have drag queens on your page. Like I said, I just went to a drag show like last weekend, or not last. Well, I mean this past couple days ago weekend. Now I'm creeping on his. Why am I a creep? I wasn't following the lazy river. I think I was following where you guys sell them, but I guess I wasn't following the Instagram. Is the hottie naked? Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I miss? What did I miss? He's a hottie. If you're happy and you know it, it's your meds, me with my Prozac. Okay, I'll have to watch that because, like, for me, I mean, like, I like not. I'm not happy that other people have like struggles, but it's like, oh, I'm not alone. Like, I don't think I can shower today because I just don't have the mental energy and or physical energy, and it's okay. I'm not a cretin who like deserves to dwell in the swamps. I wish I could take ADHD medication, but me and my psychiatrist talked about it, and we tried it, and I had a mental breakdown in January of this year. But diamond painting saved me, so I'm all for it. Okay, yeah, gonna put on post notifications because I've been looking at it because I really love wood, and I've been really wanting a wood pen. Like, all the pens I have are just like, I have a couple pens from Diamond Art Club that are just like just like, oh, I just wanted a thicker one. And then hold on, let me show you my sad attempt at a diamond painting. Ow! Oh, I bashed my knee. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, please help me. Like I said, I had when I was little. There was someone he did not like would sit in a rocking chair and would. Ooh. Ooh, talking about the ghosties again. I'm thankful for finding the curly girl method. Oh no, my internet's going in and out. I gotta burp. It won't come out. I'm gonna burp myself like a baby. A lot longer without, and it's honestly great for my mental health because I only have to wash my hair every 3 weeks. Like all anxiety be getting the worst of me. The ghost said, honey, no. Oh, I grabbed, so this was my attempt at making a diamond painting pen. It's literally a twig. It's a twig. It's just a multi-placer and a single placer. Oh, I wood turner and it was not powerful enough for this, so I have to wait until I have. That should be my mom. Like wood. My husband would agree. Dang it. Okay, thank you, Stephanie. I'll probably end pretty soon because I'm coming up on 2 hours, and like I said, I don't realize how long I'm on here. But yeah. Ooh, goodness. Now I'm having an obsession with wood. And like I said, I'm gonna start as soon as my drills come in from my supplier. I'm going to start selling resin drills here in the United States, so you guys can get your drills in 2 days. And I'm also going to be selling cover minders of various looks. I have a sushi cover minder that I made, and I'm having a lot of these little cute mosaic cover minders. So if you're catching the end, got me some cover minders that will also be in my shop. And I'm pretty sure I'm going with Shopify. So Sally, let me know if you do find a referral link because I haven't made it yet. But I'm pretty sure that's what I'm doing because I just don't want to go back to Etsy. I just don't feel like that'll be a good move for me. Yeah, my camera is going in and out of focus like mad, and I think Christopher's right that the ghosties are like, girl, you've been on for 2 hours. Get out. Jesus said, girl, stop it. So, yeah, I think I will go. I got basically none of my painting done, but you guys alleviated a lot of my stress, so I appreciate you guys being here, and I thank you so much for watching. I really do. This community has really helped with my mental health this year, and I can't thank you guys enough. So without being too sappy, love you guys, and I'll see you in my next pop-up live, probably next week because I tend to do these once a week. Thanks for making my day. I'm so glad you caught the end of this. Thank you for coming, a homespun hobby. Sally, I know you're Sally, but for some reason I'm always like, a homespun hobby. I got to keep saying it. Also, Sally, please make an Instagram because I keep trying to tag the paintings that I have from you on Instagram and you don't have it, and I need an Instagram. I will help you set it up, but girl, please make an Instagram. Okay, bye, Christopher. I love you guys. Okay, I love all of you. Sally, Stephanie, Sherry, everybody who's been here, Christopher, all of you, I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye. Awkward end.